Hello, thank you for joining me on 8. I am Maggie. I am multidimensional Maggie, Momentum Maggie, and Miracle Maggie coming straight to you. And I just want to thank you so much for your support with me as I am building and growing this channel. I can feel the energy building, and I am just so grateful for you. The Bible will say when two or more are gathered in his name, God is with us. Every spiritual scripture that I know talks about coming into communion with God. And since we are all God pushed out, I just feel so blessed and just so grateful to be connected to all of you as we are building the momentum in all of our daily lives. So we are on day 53. Day 53. Day 53. Okay, so I just want to say another thanks to you for all of you supporting me as I getting over COVID, the flu, and my grandson visiting, which this is just such a wonderful time. But we use that momentum and it carries us through, right? So no matter what you're facing, no matter how it may be looking in the 3D, I want you to keep focusing on your vision, your dreams, your goals, your acts of purpose. Your purpose and your acts of service. You need to stay focused on what we're doing. So we all planted on April 4th our seeds for this 90-day container. Now, of course, God exists outside of time, right? So, but since a lot of us are clocking the 3D, we are using this 90-day container to vigorously build the momentum to whatever it is that we planted the seeds on April 4th. So 4th of July is going to be our Independence Day in more than one way. So we're on day 53. It's clocking out however it is because I've been able to, when I can post, when you have a moment to be present with your grandchildren, your children, your father, your great grandfather, whoever, their wives, their husbands, your brothers and your sisters, and you have that opportunity to be present, you need to take the moment, and that's what I did. So I am thankful. Some of you can see some of the postings to some of the great food that we were eating and things, but I just want to thank you for your support. Okay, so we're on day 53, and I'm hitting you with this on the Momentum Challenge. Okay. Now, I've been getting a lot of feedback, and it's always kind of like amazing when we're starting to work into a challenge or starting to work into something. But then a lot of times people start hitting their stride and then they start looking around and they're like, whoa, what's up? It's not happening. Like, I don't know. I don't like this. So we're almost to May 4th. So May 5th is Cinco de Mayo, but it's also Boys Day. So anyway, I'm just saying we're coming up on our first roughly 30 days. So I want you to sort of look back in the garden of the seed you planted, because I am expecting and assuming that your wishes are fulfilled. But while we're working through this momentum challenge, sometimes weeds pop up. And what do we do when a weed pops up? Well, first of all, we check because it might be actually medicinal. We might want to use it in our herbs and for tea or something. But if it's also choking out your mustard cabbage or your collard greens, which, we have some really good ones in my yard. But if it's choking out your plants, your papaya tree or whatever, then you just take out the weeds, right? And let the plant flourish. So I'm here to say, every storm is part of your journey. Yes, you will make it. You will make it through this one and the next one and anything life throws at you. And you will come through stronger than ever before. So, that's a quote by Heather Stilfesen. So let me tell you exactly how she says it. Every storm is a part of your journey. Yes, you will make it through this one too. And you will come out stronger than you ever before. Okay, so Heather Stilfesen. So the bottom line, what I'm trying to challenge you on day 53 is we are all on a journey. It's so much more than just these 90 days that we're going to be manifesting. We are been on a journey from the beginning of time, whenever that started. And so since we're on this journey, we got to think marathon and not sprint. So I'm wanting to encourage everyone here that if you are brushing up the storms of life in your journey, I want you to know you're going to make it. And you're not going to just make it. If you sit in the storm and you try to decide, okay, what can I learn from this? How do I train my vibration to stay calm in the storm? What gems am I going to come out of this with? What strengths am I going to come out of this with? What wisdom am I going to come in out of this? Because, anything that gets challenged, as it holds on and it walks out the journey, it becomes stronger. If it's a plant, if it is a child, but it's also our mindset, right? Heart and mind aligned. It's also that. Oh, okay. I just got a request. Okay. We're kind of in it already, but the angels are coming. They're here already, honestly, but we want to acknowledge. Thank you, angels. Okay, so going back to this, thank you, angels. We are on this journey, and we know the storms of life are going to kick up. Like in the Bible, when Jesus when he was in the boat and there was a storm, and all the apostles disciples, whoever you want to put it, were freaking out, and he was like, where's your faith? And with our faith, we can calm any storm. But I'm just wanting you to know, if you are walking through the valley of life, or you're being hit by a lot of storms, you're going to make it, and you're going to come out better for it. And you're going to come up wiser for it, and you're going to come up stronger for it. And it's all about how you decide how we're going to react towards what is happening. So I don't want you to be getting discouraged while you're in the middle of this challenge. And also too, sometimes being discouraged is part of being encouraged. We have to go through the full capacity of what we're feeling to be able to move to the next level. And it's a natural process, but there are a lot of things going on in the world that are sort of telling us, don't feel, drink it off, take a medicine off, ignore it, numb yourself, whatever it is, sex it off, whatever it is. And it's ignore, ignore, ignore. No, we want to roll thunder through the storm. We want to be able to gain the wisdom, gain the strength that the storm is trying to get us. And we're going to do it because we are the game changers, and we are in it to win it. And we are part of this new earth social memory complex. And so that means everybody is in it to win it, and everybody has to do their part. And when we do that, those quantum waves are going to just be bumping it up. So once that critical mass is hit, you don't need to keep efforting. But if you are in the process of that, effort, and you are getting hit by the storms of life, I want to encourage you that I'm here. I'm praying for each and every one of you whenever this video drops. And we're creating, so many of us are in the reality revolution, the school of imagination. We're also in reality transurfing with Renee Garcia. We're listening every day to Brian Scott. We're doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. We're in our churches, we're in our communities, we're in it, and we're serving. So be very, very encouraged. No matter what storm you may be facing, know that it will end, and you will become wiser, stronger, better for it. So I'm challenging you with that today. Hang on tight. It is a marathon, not a sprint. So sprinting's all cool too. But sometimes when people have to push past the uncomfortable part, that's when they give up. I don't want anyone ever giving up. You need to get that concept in your mind that no matter what goes on, you're never giving up. No matter how many storms come, no matter what, because you're here on purpose in this time for a reason and a season and a lifetime. And I am so glad you're here. Okay. This would be the time to hit that like, subscribe, and leave your positive comments. I'm very, very grateful for your support and your love and everything else. And what else? Oh, You know what's next. And thank you, angels. So you know what's next. Thank you for supporting me. You know what's next. Wiggle those fingers. Here we go. Doo, doo, doo. Peace in. Peace.